Richard, the firm Prouse and Crouch has been serving the legal community here in Brampton for over 60 years. A long-standing track record here in the city of Brampton. Tell us a little bit about your firm.
Well, it's of course the firm was started by my father when he came from the farming community of Claremont. He came across after the war and looked for a legal position, and that's he's settled in this small community of Brampton.
So you spoke a little bit about your father in terms of the whole story and the beginnings of Prouse and Crouch, but there's more to this story in terms of your father not only serving the legal needs of the Peel community, but also politically as well. Do you want to touch a little bit about that?
Well, of course, when any a young entrepreneur is trying to build up his business, they try to build a network to increase business. And of course, it's not only that, but he had a genuine desire to do things for his community that he was settling his young family. And so he was quite active in the service clubs in those early days, and of course rose through the ranks and was president of the Kinsman Club and the Red Cross and what have you. But also too, he went through all the levels of council that existed at that time. It was it was a town council when he first got going, and there was also the townships, of which the regional government absorbed later on. But of course, the family was very proud of him when he was elected mayor for 3 years in '61.
Why was it so important, like now that you're sort of taking over the reins here, why is it so important to be so actively involved in the community here in downtown Brampton?
Well, when you're what one might say indoctrinated by having a family dynamic such as that, it's it's just the usual that one would carry that. I saw the importance, and of course with others that I met in this community that asked the question, and it's very difficult to say no. It's always a good cause. It's for the benefit of your community, and of course, I wanted this community, and especially our downtown. We have a lovely heritage component that I wanted to sustain and be positive for my kids that were going to be growing up here, so that they would be proud of the community.
So in terms of success, I mean, that's one component, and of course the community contribution is very critical for you guys here, but those have all paid off in the sense that you've been receiving some very nice accolades. Most notably was the Brampton's Award of Community Contribution.
It was a surprise, to say the least. We've worked hard, and the four partners that came in after my father semi-retired, we all went to high school together at one time, and have all contributed in one way or another, through sports. And we decided among ourselves that we were going to put a focus on sponsoring our house league teams, not the teams that excelled and went out of town, but we really wanted to focus on the younger kids that were not the best in the abilities. But so we've done a lot of sponsorship, and we pride ourselves that any team that wants sponsorship will step up.
So apart from the community involvement, I mean, that's a very critical component to your business. But what about the others part in terms of location here? What makes Brampton so unique for you, and what keeps you, your firm, your partners all here firmly planted right here in the downtown core?
The downtown is, of course, I'm past chair of the Downtown Business Association. I was on that for 15 years. And my father, of course, we've moved maybe 3 blocks in all the years that he's practiced, realizing that there's some centrification that we enjoy, and that we're walking to the banks every day, and it's nice to walk.
Sure.
At one time, of course, the registry office and the courthouse were within walking distance. Now they're not. A number of our new lawyers say, why don't we move to that location? But certainly the amenities and the facilities that are down here, and this novel heritage downtown is it's the place where we want to stay, and that's where we're working hard to brand ourselves to be found easily, and to provide parking and services that our clients desire.
Richard, thank you so much for telling us more about your firm, Prouse and Crouch, and we wish you continued success in years to come.